Yo, what's up, Mark? What's up, Jesse? We're going to make a chassis today, something I've been meaning to do for a long time. This is a gift for my cousin. It's been sitting on my desk for a while, and I need to get it done because I said I would. So it's a surprise to her, but I told my uncle that I would do this quite a few weeks ago. So uh, now's a good time to get it done. I etched it the other day. It's pretty cool. What's up, Mundo? So be pretty cool. And I already put my auxiliary switch in. That's all JB welded in. I like to JB weld these 5 millimeter switches. So it's pretty much ready for an install. I just need to do a chassis for it. So that's what we're gonna do. See if I can share my screen. Let's see. Let's move this over here. Hey, thanks, Mark. Yo, what's up, Double A? Yeah, man. I started just at. I saw your comment. I was like, you know what? It's gonna be right at 5 o'clock today. So here we are. There, we can share this one. See if I can get this in there. Yo, what's up, Giovanni? This is an old chassis. It's not too old. It's an older flagship chassis I did for a Wonder Woman saber for Pam. I just pulled it up so I could grab some dimensions. I didn't make a blank one. Like normally, if I did something like this, I would save a blank one so that I could, kind of just modify it to whatever saber I'm doing. But because I didn't do that, I'll pull a few dimensions off this and we'll just make a new one. It doesn't take too long. Yo, what's up, Pam? I was just talking about you. This is your Wonder Woman chassis. And I just needed to pull some dimensions off of it real quick. It's easier than measuring or just miking out the saber because I'm lazy, right? So let's see what we got here. 1.11. We can deal with that. Get rid of this. This is the Graflex chassis for the custom saber, or not the custom saber shop, the Graflex shop. I didn't even know that they made blade holders. I just did one the other day and it was really nice. So, but it takes three 440 rods. So I just had to modify this old Graflex chassis I had to accept that blade holder. That's what we did there. So we'll get rid of that. What's up, Sepata? Sepata? Let's make a new one. Didn't plan any of this out, so we'll just wing it. Start off with the basics. Hope everybody's having a good week. I know it just started. Hope your week is good though. I finally got through almost all of my Axis chassis. I'm pretty pumped about that. The only one I have left to do is not here yet, so I'm not feeling behind on them anymore. This should be a 2.95. Yep, there we go. All right. This is going to be for a profit. Show that I don't own any lightsabers, so I don't know anything about custom sabers really. So this is kind of just on me, whatever I want to do. So we'll do a profit because I have them. Let's see what we got here. Come up to about right there is good. This measurement I did forget. So I gotta reach into my cup of parts. If I don't do these every day, I forget exactly what the distance is. Let's see here. I'm gonna go 1.33. That'll work. No, we're not gonna want to do that. That works. That's good enough. I wouldn't even know where to begin. That about sums up my knowledge. I do have a chassis tutorial video out there if you ever get interested in making your own. I tried to make it as easy as I could to follow along. I'm going to put a kill switch in here. Put it right here just like the other one. I do remember the dimensions of the kill switch though. Let's have it here, 1.63. Oh, 1.63 rather. I can print this up and so I can install it this week. I need to get it done. Really need to get it done. All right. Yeah, man, no worries. It's a two-part deal. Back when I made those, I didn't really know much about putting videos on YouTube and trying to get them to correspond with each other. So part 2 may be a little bit hard to find, but it's there somewhere. Part 1 will get you most of the way there anyway, but it is part 2 is worth a watch. All right, let's close this off. I wanted to do. It's a little buggy because I've got StreamYard on, but we'll be able to get through it. Oh, my bad. Both of you. Shit, my bad. Yo.
What up, dude?
Yo.
Well.
Look at these fellas.
What's going on?
Hey,
were we both in the lobby?
Huh?
Were we both in the lobby? Just chilling.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, how's the audio? How's my audio? Is it good?
It's good.
How about me?
Yeah, you're good too.
Cool.
You don't have to close off the chassis, dude. I was just
chilling. Oh, no, that's all right, man.
Oh, Lord. Let's see. Catching up because I was snacking. I was just listening to Jeremy and snacking. I haven't read anything. Sorry, chat. What's up? Jesse's up in here. Where's Jesse? I haven't seen Jesse in a minute. Pam. What's up, Pam? Double A. What up, Mundo? Tim, dude.
Mundo, what's up? Yo.
Your outtakes cracked me the hell up, bro. Outtake reel.
I got to be careful which outtakes I release to the public.
It's so funny, man, because I do the same kind of stuff. I'll record shit and I'll be talking to it, and I'm just like, "What the hell are you doing?" But I've never collected them, and I should.
People love that. People love the
Yeah.
outtakes. I mean, I do too. I like watching them.
I love watching you talk to yourself. Like, I don't know why it's just so funny to watch you critique yourself. It cracks me up, dude.
Do you have a new one?
I think he had.
We had. Well, I think there was one a couple weeks ago for the
Hand of the Emperor.
yes.
Yeah. Did you do like? I think you had one where it was just like one or two, real quick though.
Yeah, they're all in my stories on my Instagram.
That's what it is. in the story,
People are always requesting the outtakes, and it's like a whole other thing. Editing, like first you've got to edit your video, right? So I've got to edit my walkthrough, and then to like edit a whole other video of outtakes, it just takes time, you know.
Yeah, for real. I honestly, dude, I don't really edit out anything other than my like my and ums. Like if there's something really stupid, I'm like, just leave it. Whatever, fucking let it ride.
Do it live.
Dude, I've said some stupid things on my channel over the years.
I'm most of the time editing stuff that just decided not to work when I was trying to demo it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, that one when you did the with the taco shop chassis and the Corcus where you went slow-mo with just like that, bro, I almost spit out my drink. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it at all. He went just like that. I was like, holy shit.
That was quality video editing.
So good, dude. It's so good.
I had to Google how to do
it. Was it? It wasn't just me that busted you on it. That just like that. Did somebody else say something about it?
Well, no, because in my videos I've started to call myself out on it, but I can't stop.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I won't stop.
It's so good, dude. It's so good. And then Tim's cracks me up too. I told you about yours, right, Tim?
What's that? My so
dude, whenever he's doing something, he's always like, all right, we put the battery in there. Okay. You know, it's like always like okay. You know,
I
like,
say so. I start every sentence with so as well. Like, so that's what we've got. So
dude,
this is how you turn your saber on.
I'm so like I know I do something, but I don't know what because I don't, you know, I'm not watching my shit. So like, I feel like I'm getting scot-free.
Nah, man, I've been trying to find it.
There's got to be something I do. I mean, I know my intros are always like stupid because I wing shit. So
yeah, I just talk, you know.
Yeah, I love it. Because it's like a teacher. You know what I mean? Like you're like you're giving like a lesson where you're like basically like, did you understand that? Can we move on? All right, great. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. Whenever you're doing it, I love it so much.
Your CEO and badass installer.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
He said, "Yeah, put the battery in, flip kill switch." Okay. All right. Check that. Check. Yeah, there used to be a couple like installers that had YouTube channels where they would do stuff like that too. I used to catch a bunch of their little things, and I was always like, I missed some of them. I'm not gonna do some of them because
yeah, you've got to have like, it's like having your own mannerisms.
Exactly.
Everyone's got their tagline. Like every one of my videos starts the same.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, hey, what's up? It's Tim from Tier Phone Orbital. It's all the same.
For a while, I started doing a bunch of like stupid shit where I was like, "What's up? It's me, your boy." Like just dumb, like random shit. Like, I'm like, clearly it's me. Like there's nobody else on this channel but me. Dude, the one that I used to love was he's not around anymore. Tim, I don't know if you ever knew City of Sabers. You ever hear of City of Sabers YouTube channel?
I've heard of him. I haven't seen his channel now.
He had like his accent was so it was like almost I'll probably get flamed for this. Was it like British?
Oh. Waffle House Wi-Fi strikes again.
Look at that face.
Screenshot that immediately.
Oh,
I got it.
Did you get it?
I got it. Get it? But no, he used to say he would say hello everybody, but like because it was like an accent, it was like hello everyone. You know, it was like a very like He'd do that. But then he would say Sidious Sabers here. But he would do it real fast, like in like one word. So his intros were always "Hello everyone, Sidious Sabers." Yeah, like it was like real quick. So like if you didn't know what he was saying, you were like, "Wait, what? Like what's going on?" Hello everyone.
That dude.
It was he was like a UK accent, right? Like he had some kind of like
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it was the way he said Sidious Sabers here. He'd say it real like almost one word. Sidious Sabers here. You're just like, wait, what? Oh, Sidious Sabers here.
Here.
Got it. Here. What you working on, Tim?
Well, I'm currently editing the screenshot I just took of your face frozen.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, no, I'm just getting this install. It's for a space junk hilt. I'm getting that prepped.
Word.
That's what's to your mother.
What's up? I'm about to mute myself because I'm gonna sand some of this shit. I'm pulling Albert though. Actually, I'll just pull an Albert. Just
End of year outtake compilation. Yeah, I could work on that. I try to save as many outtakes as I can. You know.
I'm so nervous because I know there's something. I know there's probably multiple things that I do that I just don't pay attention to. That's probably gonna be. I'll never live shit down.
You're picking your nose a lot. Pick your nose a lot during the demo.
Me?
Yeah.
My mustache and shit. I think Clint said I used to touch my beard a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Your fingers in your nose, man.
And just sitting there going, it was like showing it off, pick my nose, showing it off. Dude, my boy though, that compilation I made of Carter. Oh my god, I did that in like 2 minutes. I had so much fun with that. It was literally like once I noticed that's what he did every single time. Oh, you couldn't hear the sanding? Dang. Yeah. No. But yeah, he would Carter do every single time. He would say in today's video, hey guys, in today's video, we're going to do this, that, this. He goes, let's get right into it. Dude, he did it every single time. And then I noticed it wasn't just him. It was like every single, like I started to hear it so much from everyone else that it just started to stick out a little bit more to me whenever I caught it. But a lot of YouTubers will do that. Like, hey guys, in today's video, we're going to do this, that, this. So let's just jump right into it.
Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
Yo, what up, PB?
What do you got going on, Benji? What are you doing over there?
I have been working on my buddy Shane. He has he built a 2.0 Star Killer, and I'm working on
Sweet
getting the chamber. The bars that he sent me were a little short, so I had to kind of like improvise, and I did the cuts on those. Everything else he did, and I just weathered the stock chamber things, which they're cool. You know what I mean? Like these the ones that look like kind of like a bunch of spider hands coming down.
Yeah.
But they're just kind of annoying, man. Like you got to get the right crystal. They're like you got to get the right height, and then like you got to figure out which way your wire channel is gonna go. And I don't know. They're very cool. They look really cool when they're done. But I was prepping the chassis too, so just got a small chassis with the CFX, very very simple. But I didn't want to get dirty, man. I carved a bunch of stuff. You know, like you just cutting into aluminum with the Dremel, and it's just like you get all that dust all over you, and it's just like fucking like I gotta like mentally prep myself to become that dirty. But I still got to do the wire channel on this guy, so we'll see.
I was going to ask you, Benji, the 2.0, the Graflex 2.0 blade holders, the ones with the notch. Where can we find those?
The ones with the dude. So. I
thought Vader's Vault had them, but they don't, and Vader's doesn't even have the regular ones anymore. They're out of stock.
So what's going on? Because I bought a kit, or I bought a couple kits from Corbanth, and those have that milled notch. And originally it was for for the for your wires for your switches in your clamp. Like that was the idea of milling out that little spot. What I've noticed is the kits sometimes have, like, this one doesn't have it. This Star Killer doesn't have it. This 2.0 core, and then this inner diameter is smaller, and the inner diameter of the grips are different. So I don't know if there's a batch of 2.0 kits that were like wrong, and that's why there's a bunch more coming back out. You know what I mean? Like maybe there was like a bunch of them, or they're remaking it and selling it, but like I just don't know if, like, I don't know, but there's two different versions now of the 2.0 kits. So the core, that's the only difference I've seen from the core, is the inner diameter change of just this front part. I don't think I have a version.
I mean, I'm sure they're remaking them. I mean, there was a time you could buy those 2.0 kits on AliExpress if you wanted.
Really? Well, I found a place called LDM Custom Sabers that has the blade holders, because I usually get them from Vader's Vault, but Vader's Vault is out. But the ones I got from Vader's Vault last time, they don't have the notch. And I was like, man, I seem to recall the last batch I got from Vader's had the notch in them. So, yeah.
Yeah, people in the comments are talking about it. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's a luck of the draw nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that, Jeremy. Yep.
Because I did buy from Corband, and I got, I got the notched out version, right?
Yeah.
This guy right here, and then I also got the not notched, the one without it. And so I was like, oh, that's weird. And then, like, I feel like for every two that I get that has that notch, the next one I get doesn't. And I'm like, oh, but I mean, I can make them work. Usually I'll just do, a CFX or something like that, and that scrap flex. But I I do want the original one for the kill switch option every time now.
Yeah, I wanted to update all my scrap flexes to have that.
Yeah.
To have the kill switch on the side there. I mean, it's genius, especially with Profi.
Well, I'm by no means the first person to come up with an external kill switch.
Yeah, you are, dude. What are you talking about? Yeah, you are.
Dude, don't do it. Don't do it, man. Someone take me to the call out. Somebody we know. Anyways, it varies, man. I couldn't tell you. It's literally a gamble now. Yeah. And I will say another thing too about them being different. So like, it kind of bummed me out because I designed a scrap flex chassis that I was like, I'm just going to offer to people if they want it. And then I realized that there's two different bodies. They're the same thread. One's I think 1 millimeter like smaller inner diameter. Like it was enough to where like the chassis wouldn't go in, and I was like, what the hell? Also, one handle is heavier. Like one of them I think is made out of just aluminum. Actually, you know what? Nah, screw it. I'm not gonna go grab them. But you can tell the difference in weight. I think one is like nickel plated brass. It weighs more, and that one is a different diameter. And then there's an aluminum one, like because I carve into them, and like add shroud stuff and prep them for like the wood hilt stuff. And that's when I realized the brass ones are easy to trim down.
Yeah.
Whereas the aluminum one, I was like, oh shit, this is just aluminum. Like once I started cutting into it, I was expecting that brass flakiness, and I was like, this is aluminum. I was like, that makes so much sense. So I don't know, man. They're getting weird.
Hey, no, Daniel, the 2.0 buttons and glass eyes won't fit on the Rexus.
Oh yeah,
modifying.
What's the is it just a normal thread for the glass? Is it like 10-30? Was it 10-30 second or whatever for the glass eyes? Like either the normal? No, they're not.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with that because I don't know. I can't wait to play. I can't wait to play with that Rexus.
Yeah, that's my next. I'm excited to get that one in my hands.
Because I really want to. It reminds me. I forwarded. Remember what Albert sent us with the patinas for steel.
Yeah.
I forwarded that to myself and I forgot to grab it. That reminds me. I need to order that stuff so I can play because I got that one Corcus hilt that's fresh, but I kind of it's so clean. I don't want to ruin it. You know what I mean? Like
Throw
I
that thing
don't.
down throw it down your driveway. Give it some battle scarring.
Oh, that hurts my soul, dude. It hurts my soul. But no, I
Is the Raxus is it stainless steel or is it regular
some of
steel?
it is right, like the shroud or something.
Yeah, some of it's titanium, some of it's steel. The body or the bottom body is aluminum. The top shell is aluminum also.
Yeah. Okay.
Main shell, yeah.
Dude, I'm making the Raxus relic, dude. Just disgusting. It's gonna be like I probably will go more than I ever have on a Star Killer. So, yeah, PB, yours is brass. It feels nice. That the Scrapflex that I made you, that one, like I like the feel of it. It feels legit.
Yeah.
I feel like I was gonna say something to Tim. It'll come back to me.
I hate when that happens.
It'll come back to me. I feel like we were on the same topic of something that I was going to be like, oh, yeah, by the way, also, it'll come back. Oh, I think I'm going to work on that. That's the piece that you sent me that I made the Scrapflex out of, the like Old Republic MPP style one.
Oh, the old graphite.
Graphite, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that one soon-ish before the trip.
You mean install it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I want to do that. Once I get I got about 4 of these installs, and then I'm kind of just free to do one of my own, and that'll probably be it. Unless Raxus comes in before that. I'm doing Raxus before it. But I definitely want to have it before the trip coming up.
Man, looking forward to that trip.
Dude, it's coming.
5 weeks, man. 5 weeks. That'll pass in the blink of an eye.
It's going to be interesting trying to get on an airplane with replica blasters. I've done it with hilts before, but I want to bring 2 blasters with me, so it should be interesting.
Send them to me, man. Jeremy and I will drive them up there.
Yeah,
I
thought about that, but it's going to be heavy. It's 2 like full metal.
Well,
yeah.
It's up to you, man. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Last year, we rode up there with like 40 lightsabers in the back seat. Because I think I was the only one that really drove. I think everyone else flew and then rented cars or whatever.
Jesse says blasters are a no on a plane. I heard that if you like when you're checking, because I'm going to check a bag, if you claim them and say that you've got replica weapons, I have replica weapons in this case. Would you like to look at them? But I don't know if I want to risk it. Like, what happens if they confiscate that shit? If I get on the plane and there's like an FBI agent waiting for me.
If that doesn't work and they take them, you'd be gutted.
Yeah, exactly. I thought about that too. So
unless your girl goes to the airport with you and you can give them to her if something happens.
Yeah.
Dude, what a day.
Oh man. It's so like I've been trying so hard to I got sick from the heat for like 3 days. Like it has been like 112 with like the index. And like I got sick and had to call out one day, and then somebody else had to call out like the next day, and I was like, dude, we're all frying out there, man. Like there's just no escaping it, Like if you work outside here, everyone's just drained. So like I feel you, dude. It's been been a hell of a day, and I've been off. I've been off work. I just cannot catch up on like energy. You know what I mean? Like I need it to go back down to like just give me like low 90s. That's all I'm asking for, dude. Low 90s, please.
Yeah.
Every day is like 100 degrees here.
We had a pretty bad thunderstorm all night last night, so it was actually cool today. That was the first cool day we've had, so it felt really nice.
That's what's up. I know it's hot everywhere, man. Like even, you know, all over the world, everyone's freaking cooking. Ready for those aliens to come down, dude, and turn up the air conditioning. But yeah, this was kind of a pain in the butt because I had designed this chassis for this 2.0 Starkiller, and I did it with the wrong dimension. So when I printed it, I was like, son of a bitch, and I couldn't get it in the handle. And so I was like, so I shaved it, printed another one, and then totally forgot to fix the dimensions on my battery and my board. So I was like this close from like putting the board in and like ripping off stuff, you know what I mean? Because it was like it hit as soon as it hit like the handle, I was like, nope. Because I've had that happen on a board, you know, like the CFX resistors can get messed up if they're too close to, you know what I mean? Like
our front one will rip right off. Yeah,
it'll rip off if you're not careful. So yeah, I was like, as soon as I felt a little resistance, I backed it out and then I looked at it and I was like, dang, I got to reprint this thing again. And I had already finished it, man. It was all painted and sanded and fit perfect. You know what I mean? Like,
man,
it's just wasted, just done.
Yeah, I've been there before.
I mean, I did test prints and then I got it, and then like always test with components in and the handle each time.
Yeah.
What's up, Robert? Titan?
Yeah, Mark, I agree with you. I like heavy hilts. I prefer hilts that are on the heavier side.
Everyone's gonna start complaining about
Huh?
corkers, dude. So everyone's gonna be complaining about corkers. I haven't really heard it too many of them get them yet, but it's almost like the first thing anyone says.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is. It's a heavy hilt.
It's a heavy hilt, man. I've gotten really used to it though.
I love mine.
Hell yeah, dude. Y'all's videos were so much fun to watch. Appreciate you guys. Not often.
That was a badass hit.
Not often I get to be the fan, you know what I mean?
Sean just ordered the blueprints yesterday for the Raxus, so we're getting those. The factory's packing everything except for the blueprints. He's putting that in himself.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's what I need to send you guys. Your blueprints. You see them back there? These things are it's just so big, dude. It's such a like. Oh my god.
Oh shit! Huge.
Yeah.
Like, there's your blueprints, dude. Whoops. I'm like, hey man, you want a little poster? Like, this is a gift, dude. It's like a freaking. It's so massive. Well, the other ones got cut off. You know what I mean? So it's like that was kind of a bummer, you know. Because I have to redo these ones. I got these ones made right off the bat for you guys.
And Double A said make it into a desk mat. That'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool.
Yeah, see, I got these ones made. You know, this is the one I made for myself for Axis, and then I was like, let's go ahead and do these. But they're not the full ones, right?
Yeah.
And they cut off. They cut them off too. So it was like not the full image, and that just bothered the shit out of me. And I was like, dude. So then I was like, all right, let's make sure it gets everything in frame. And then the print was like a 30 something. I was like, oh my god. Oh well.
We got these made the other day to put in each kit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
Those are done.
A lot of cool swag coming with that one.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. Sorry, chat. I'm so terrible at this when I'm trying to do stuff.
Oh, Albert in the house.
Oh, what's up, Albert? Where you at, you bitch?
Jesus.
Sorry, dude. It's on your channel. You bitch.
Oh, you can call him bitch.
Yeah, no, I know. I'll just say what he is, dude. Big old bitch. Hey, not all
I give you the
smugglers.
link, Albert, if you want to defend yourself.
I only say that because he's not here. Not all smugglers are bad.
No.
Dude, that's my new favorite
Have you seen that Tim? Have you seen that Tim McCarthy guy? I don't know about him.
Hilarious, dude. Was it you said that, right, Jeremy? You said that on what? Not all smugglers are bad, dude. I've been saying it randomly anytime I leave a comment on anything in the ULC or something like that. But not all smugglers are bad.
I don't know why we haven't booted that guy yet, but no, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good. Gotta chill on booting people for a minute.
I mean, I don't even pay attention, man. If people get booted, I'm like, yeah, what would you do? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I've never been booted from any group ever.
No, I haven't either.
Well,
Huh?
I might have gotten booted by some people's groups because they don't like me. I mean, and we can all deduct who that probably is.
Hey, dude, I'll boot your ass.
Boot me, dude.
What's up, Cheetos Born?
What?
Timmy is a bully.
Timmy is a bully. Yeah, I am. I'm a huge bully. I'm a jerk.
What up, Quinlan?
Those are bad.
Not all smugglers are bad. Except for that Tim McCarthy, dude. He's the worst.
That guy's a real jerk.
He's a real piece of shit, dude. Oh, my God.
Tim, did you get your GE ticket?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm all set, man. I got my plane ticket. So we're going Wednesday, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I got my ticket and I got the rental car. I'm ready to go, man.
Rental car?
Yeah, I'm gonna rent a car.
Are you gonna fly in? We can just pick you up, dude. Shit.
What if I need to escape?
I could drop you off, dude. You need to escape, dude. Tim hangs out for one day, dude.
Fuck these guys. I'm out of here.
Out of here, dude. Get an Airbnb right next to the Galaxy's Edge.
No, yeah, I figure typically I usually get a car when I travel, so it's fine. I don't mind. Okay. We're gonna need more than one car anyway, right? I mean,
bro, the airport is like less than 20 minutes away, right? I think. I don't know. Probably. It's not very far, right, Jeremy? I can't remember.
No, it's not. 25 minutes. I don't know with traffic. Be all right. I mean, I got a car too, but road tripping with this guy.
Round two, bitch. Said you got an extra hour this round, dude. Last year was training, bro. I got some more questions to ask you, bro. That trip.
More questions.
I got more questions, dude. 7 hours worth of questions this time. Poor Jeremy, man. It was like, yeah. So he flew in like in Pensacola, which is about an hour from me, and I scooped him up. And keep in mind, we'd never met in person. Like this was literally like I was standing out there and I opened up my trunk and I was like, put your shit in the car, let's go, bitch. You know, like within like seconds, you know what I mean? Like we immediately met and went on a 6-hour car ride, like just the two of us. And like we got stuck in traffic because of that hurricane that recently happened through the Florida area.
Yeah,
Just destroyed everything. Cool. So there was a good like extra 45 minutes or an hour while we were in traffic. And bro, it was like the Goonies where he's just telling all that shit and crying, like you know what I mean? Where he's like confessing about the fake puke over the balcony at the theater or whatever. But like I was just talking Jeremy's ear off, telling him stupid stories. But it was a good time. You got one dude who's chill and stoic, and the other one who won't shut the hell up if it's quiet. You know what I mean? Like it's perfect. Like planes and automobiles, dude. We made it.
We made it.
What did I kill you with though? The story. What was the story that like you were just dying? Oh yeah, there was the bread when I worked at the barbecue place. I gave you a loaf of bread. I was like, you can't come in here and eat and do your grocery shopping at the same time. You do not get a full loaf of bread. It was Tim. I used to work at this barbecue place, and they had like bunny bread. Like loaves of just bunny bread. Like there's nothing special about this bread. It is literally a loaf of bread.
Get on that Circuit beat.
And they would have the barbecue sauce, and you would just dip that bread in the barbecue sauce, and that was like while you wait for your meal. And people would come and they'd see the giant bags of the bread on the wall or whatever, and they'd be like, "You could get as much as you want." It was no real end. If they were like, "Hey, can I have some more bread?" I was like, "Sure," and I'd bring like 6 or 7 more slices. But yeah, dude, there was sometimes where people would just be like, just give me the loaf. And I'm like, I can't do that. And then they'd be like, why not? You're giving me a loaf of bread, really? And I'm like, yeah, but at this point, you can just come in here and take loaves of bread. Like that doesn't work that way. And so like a lot of people get really mad, and I'd end up fighting people over that. And I would be so petty and just bring them a full loaf, but not in the bag. I'm like, there you go. You know what I mean? Like you just can't, because I mean, it was just like, I don't know, man. But Jeremy was crying, laughing. And it was mainly probably because of the way I was telling the story. Like I was like, getting really animated about it because we were sitting in traffic, nothing to do.
So just loaves of bread and dipped said bread in barbecue sauce. That's got to be the most Southern thing I've ever heard in my entire life,
dude. And they went crazy for it. They fight you for it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, it is like, it's bread, man. Like you need to calm down. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was one hell of a job, man. I had a lot of fun working there. There's just something about a 2.0 Star Killer. It's like the skipping school of Star Killers. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this.
It's badass. It was the first saber that I built. It's still my favorite saber, man. It's just something about it. Exactly right.
It was definitely my first time building something to where I was like, oh wow, I can do more than just a leather wrap. You know what I mean? Like it takes some effort to do one.
It takes weeks to build that thing. I mean, unless you're working on it 8 hours a day, it's still going to take you all week. Not all week, but you know.
No, dude. I mean, seriously, think about it. Unless you have the cuts, the filing up, the crystal chamber. I mean, most of the time you're doing it maybe out of scratch. I prefer these. Like I said, these chambers are cool, but I love scratch building a chamber inside the kit. You know what I mean? Like that's just that to me is fun.
I think I machined these. I don't know. I did put some little thingies on them.
Hell yeah! See, that's fun.
Yeah.
I need to do another one like my Scrap Tech. That Scrap Tech one was so much fun to do. And I really haven't done one like that in a while. Just random pieces of I mean, guitar strings, watch pieces,
Hell
bike
yeah.
valves. Have you seen that one, Tim? Have you ever seen that one?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right, I'll bust it out.
But nickel wound guitar strings are like some of the best stuff for crystal chambers. I love using that stuff.
Yeah, man. One of those ones that it's the most obnoxiously loud saber I have. There's no reason on earth the saber should be this loud. Like no reason whatsoever. Jesse was like, "Turn it off." Turn the thing off. It was just it's pretty ridiculous. But it's one that I have I've redone and rebuilt like going on like 6 years now. I mean, I built this one a lot, and I want to redo the chassis again and probably put a Profi in it. This is the one that I put, dude. I put a Kobachone up in that. Oh,
Hang on. I'm trying to get you in.
are you good?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's it.
What crystal chamber is that?
Huh?
Where's that? Did you do that whole crystal chamber?
Yes. Out of so it's got
Shit.
it's got like bike valve pieces, chassis or the discs from a hard drive, a Graflex thumb screw for the bass.
Yeah.
Has a bunch of like random shit just all over it.
Yeah. That's gnarly, dude. That's gnarly.
And like a lot of that conduit pipes is actually what I had to use to run my wiring through.
Yeah.
And then these are fake wires and shit. But I mean,
That's a good idea, using that red button as a crystal mount.
yeah, I actually got that idea. I got that idea from Christian Gale. He did it on his Star Killer, his first one.
Yeah.
I actually did that on my my first 2.0 Star Killer, which is empty right now. Jeremy tore that one apart, dude. At the trip.
What? Yeah, I can respect it. All right.
Yeah, Jeremy tore that one apart on the trip. It was I brought my first Star Killer 2.0 and my latest one, which it wasn't installed at the time, but dude, it had a Prism like 5.0 and like the worst wiring job ever. And Jeremy went to open it and said, no, don't do it. And he opened it and he looked at it. He's like, what is this piece of shit? I was like, damn it, I didn't want you to see that. Dude, an install from like 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I deserve it. I deserve that. It was ugly as shit. I do love this one though. This is the one that,
I love that crystal chamber, man. That's awesome.
yeah, but this is the one that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like I wanted scrap. It's all scrap. There's no buying anything. Like I found all that shit. Or actually, I think the radiator fins were from a company that's not around anymore on Etsy. But yeah, dude, this guy, it's obnoxious. Jeremy's is too, the one that I made out of MHS. He gave it the treatment that I kind of want to do to mine because that chamber looks so good. But there is something about this scrap designing your own chamber. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of fun, and I think that's where the 2.0 Star Killers you can really play with. Because I use 7/8 inch heat sinks and those Graflex screws.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you.
This is I designed this crystal chamber, but I had it printed in Craft Cloud.
I was just going to show my Craft Cloud one too.
Oh, that's beautiful. See, that's what I'm saying. I haven't done the Craft Cloud
dope.
stuff.
That's dope. Even the fins were on Craft Cloud too, Jeremy. Like the whole thing.
It's all one piece actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dope.
Yeah. See, here you go, Tim. That's the two 7/8 inch heat sinks and 2 Graflex thumb screws.
Yeah.
And then some Greeblies that hold in, or some chamber bars and some back. That was my first one. And then the second one, I wanted to do the more traditional style. But still, I have one. This is kind of like Christian Gale's. But yeah, that's a butane torch. The front piece, the top part that touches the crystal. goes all the way down to butane, and then it's
That's
a Graflex. Graflex into a 7/8 inch heat sink, and the top part is a 7/8 heat sink from a thin neck saber that I attached the butane torch to. So that turned out pretty good.
Dope.
3, 2, 1.
Oh wait,
That's the crystal chamber that I did on Craft Cloud. You can't see it.
oh, I love the base.
This was that weird scrap that I did. It, like I started off wanting to do a scrap, but it turned into like some weird hybrid SK.
No, that's what's up. That's,
No,
that's
that's
awesome.
cool though. Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's got like the pipe conduit on the side.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's
Like I
cool.
notched holes up in here too. Put brass,
Oh yeah.
brass mesh behind.
Oh,
it.
let me see that box again. You got like a sequence light going across the box.
Yeah.
Out of the box.
So
Just
that
showing
box,
off now.
that box I designed in Fusion 2 and printed that. This is aluminum from Craft Cloud.
See, I need to do that. I need to do the. I want to do. I think I'm for this scrap Old Republic duel that I got that I've been wanting to do for a while. I really need to finish this guy up. I think I'm going to design the boxes. So I got 2 holes right here, and I think I want to put some boxes with some blinking activation lights and kill switches. I'm going to 2 profis in that guy. So I was thinking about designing it and printing it from Craft Cloud because I haven't done that yet.
Probably only cost you $12.
Yeah,
I know, right? And that's why I was sitting there banging my head on the table, just like, how am I going to do these switch solutions and a kill switch and all that stuff? And then I was like, holy shit, I should just design it and send it off. Oh yeah, double A the cut on this guy. Is that what you're talking about? The SK.
Man, that's so nerve wracking. Oh, whenever I do those cuts, it's like so nerve wracking.
Well, I did the cut. I cut off the S curve so I could get a slant.
Yeah.
So it's sharper. See how it comes to a point.
Okay.
And then I took the 2.0 ears and I cut them like Ayrton did, to where they're not so high up and they're a little bit more of that, like, you know what I mean? Because like this is the 2.0 normal. You know what I mean? Like it's got that giant S curve, and then the ears are way longer and straight. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say I saw somebody do that. I saw somebody cut it to where it's more of a sharp slant for the SK.
I don't think everybody realizes how hard it is to get it the same on each side.
You got to
You know
take
what
a
I mean?
file, man. You got to take a file.
People
You know
never
what I
take that into account.
You gotta like. I spent a lot of time with the with a couple needle files or like a giant file and just truing them up. You know what I mean? Like I spent a lot of time just like, it may not be 100%, but like you try to get it to 95 and you're like, all right, I can live with that. But it is hard.
He was selling a half-ass SK with 3 bolts on one side. It didn't have any bolts on the other side. Did you see that?
People are scared to finish them sometimes. You know what I mean? Because like, dude, it is hard. I think one thing that a lot of people get really turned off on is the bolts, like getting them to line up right. And what I've done is, if I'm once I do my 3 right that are all lined up, if one is a little off, I'll just file out that hole and glue it off and like line it up to where it's, because like they don't need to come out if they're filed down correctly. So,
I don't thread mine into the core. I just JB weld them onto the shroud.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's all you need to do. So, but yeah, I think a lot of people maybe go a little too much into worrying about that, because like, yeah, it sucks, but like, dude, you can fix that. The only thing you can't really fix too much is the cut. If the cut on the shroud is kind of janky, like there's only so much you can do. That's why this one, this is my first attempt that was messed up. Like the core, I cut the core wrong and I cut the shrouds too high. So then I was like, all right, well, I wanted to salvage it. This was back when we didn't have, like, I basically had a top and a core that were like, I was like, I don't like it. I threw it off to the side, and then I ended up building this one and being satisfied with it. So this sat for a long time. And then at one point, again, like I said, there was like no, I was like, dang, I can't just buy those pieces again. So I was like, all right, I'm going to make this work. And I spent a lot of time filing that down and getting everything right. So I worked with what I had. And then, like, not long after, they were like, hey, there's a bunch of kits for $150. And I was like, son of a bitch. Like, I got to do all that work, dude. Could have just replaced it. But it is what it is. Can y'all hear my sanding?
No,
Can't hear that?
I can hear that. Yeah,
Is it like crazy loud?
no, it's not bad.
Okay. Yes. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, AA battery. That Craft Cloud is a really, really great resource. I found Shapeways is good for the more precious metals like bright polished brass. I usually stick with Shapeways, but for like aluminum, raw brass, Craft Cloud is the way to go. It's a lot cheaper.
Wait, aluminum on Craft Cloud's like cheap or?
Yeah, and like the raw brass is cheaper.
Well, that's what I'd want to do, anyways. I mean, you
Yeah.
want to kind of get it dirty, right?
Yes.
Give it the Mama Flores treatment, dude. Dirty, dirty. I'd say Albert's mom gets it more than anyone ever. I mean, there was a while where they came at mine real hard, but like Albert's the OG mom joke, dude.
Yeah, you were getting it pretty rough for a while too, though, man.
Yeah, it's true. It was like welcome to the club.
I mean, your boys couldn't even mess with you anymore because how everyone else was messing with you.
It's all good. Oh man, I was kind of disappointed. I pulled apart my 2.0 or not 2.0. I have an 89 Graphic Supreme or whatever, and Joe did it. Joe installed it, and it's got the 1.5. And like I've just always had problems with the switch. Like it started like glitching out, and I was like trying to fix it, and then I got to the point where I was like, I think it's the Profi, so I'm just gonna tear it down. I was like, dang, I really don't want another personal project tear down. But I think I'm going to give that one the treatment because it is a cool chassis, dude. Like the Goth one.
Sick chassis.
Yeah, I'm going to put a bunch of lights on it. But look at that old 1.5, dude. This thing's old. Old, man. I've had that installed for 4 years now.
But Joe's got one of the sickest SKs I've seen. And that recent one he built, and it's got 2 crystals, but the bottom one spins.
Yeah. Dude, I remember like a moment for me that made me feel like special in this hobby was because Joe and I started doing ours around the same time, right? And I wrapped my Star Killer up, and then he wrapped his up, and I was like, dude, that looks awesome. And he was like, yeah, you were like you kind of like kicked me into gear to finish mine. He's like, and I took some inspiration from yours. And I was like, dude, this was like a long time ago. And I was like, oh, really? Like, like I felt good because I mean, dude, he's made a bunch of he makes really good Star Killers. So like that was a very like nice interaction of compliments. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, well, thanks, man. I was like, I'm a fan of your shit. Yeah.
Excuse me.
He's done so many too, man. I mean, you and I think you two are probably the ones. I don't know. Christian Gale did some really cool ones, but I don't think he's done as many like volume wise. You know what I mean? Same with Darth Alice. Those guys were kind of the original ones to do this. So that's where I saw it from.
Todd showed me an SK. He's got, I think he had it in house just to get an update, a board update or something. But it was pretty sick.
Yeah, there was. Do you remember Cargill?
Yeah.
Justin Cargill, was that his name? Cargill made some really good Star Killers too, but that dude had a fiasco and had to run away and hide forever. Who else? I don't think there was that many. I mean,
I have no idea who any of these people are.
Michael Velasquez makes some really good SKs.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. That's very right. That's very true. A lot of the ones
really dope SKs.
I've taken a lot of inspiration from his, especially this guy. This guy right here is a lot of inspiration from like one of Michael's.
Shows you how new I still am, you know, because I don't recognize a lot of these names.
Patrick Cargill. That's right.
He was before my time too, Tim. I just know the horror stories.
Oh, double A. It was a 2-button setup. Or if you're talking about my old 1.5, I thought it was a bridge on the Switch or something. Because what would happen was whenever I would hit the blaster, it would get low static and it wouldn't come back for a minute, and then it would come back. So like it would basically freeze the board up every time I did it. And I reflashed it, I re-uploaded, I did so much shit on that 1.5 where I was just like, whatever, and like left it on the shelf, you know what I mean? And so I thought maybe I would just dive in and fix it. And I think the board's just, I mean, it's a old 1.5. Those 1.5s were glitchy anyways. So it turned me off from a lot of Profi in the beginning was I was just like, dude, these boards are buggy. But I haven't had any problems with the 2.2s. So I was like, I'll just throw 2.2 on it. Time to update it anyways. Is that a Cal scrap build? Yeah, it's probably a space junk we're working on there, right? Tim?
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, no, you're good.
This is one of those. It's like the grip is 3D printed wood.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Didn't he already do one? Or did he
So
just...
yeah, there's two of them. I did one already. This is the second of the pair. I've never seen that before.
I have a roll.
Doing the last one I did. That's actually, I think that's a really cool idea.
Dude, I have a roll of wood filament, and I made this stand out of it. This is wood PLA.
Yeah, that's cool.
I need to test with it more. It printed really weird. Like,
Yeah, I don't like the way it prints at all.
it's really stringy and like it doesn't. It felt like maybe I needed to bump the temp up, but I don't know. I don't think I really needed to.
No matter what you do with that stuff, it's going to be that way.
It's weird, yeah. So I think for like sleeves and stuff, it could work, but I always just do the actual wood wrap if I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what I mean? It's just like
the veneer. Yeah.
It actually doesn't take that long to do it unless you like if you're just doing a basic wood veneer. You don't have any like cutouts or have to line it up specifically. You're just wrapping it and cleaning it up. It's really not that bad.
Sir PB loves some wood.
Hell yeah. Sir PB's got some of my wood. Some of my wood.
So does Benji's mom. There's Albert.
You bitch.
Oh, let's see here.
Jesus.
1.02118.
Dudes, I really want to install a lot of my personal projects. I've got, because of the ones that came in, it jumped up and I was like, oh man, like I really want to do that the Odin's Wrath. I love that saber. And then Raxus, and then Corpus with the taco chassis that Jeremy sent my way. Which, by the way, dude, appreciate you.
Yeah, it's all good, buddy. Appreciate
you. I was like, shit, dude, don't do that. Like, don't do it because then I got to install it. Like, don't send it my way. But
no, you just have to experience that shit.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. And after watching your video, I was like, oh, I'm stoked about that shit. It looked great weathered, dude. Like the chassis.
Thanks. Yeah,
really good.
There's a way to do it. It's all opinion to me, I guess. But
I watched the video, the install tutorial you did on it. That switch wire section, you could have went about that a lot better. That's on me for the most part. I just, for some reason, I was like, this is fine. These wires going down here are not a problem. And then, like, when you look at it, You're like, oh, it's a lot more extra wires than you think.
Well,
You
the
know what
only the only reason I did it like that is because I needed 6 subblades or 6
Yeah,
blades, so I had to jump it.
that's the other thing, man. Because I ran mine in line, and I need to just like I jumped them,
Hmm.
and I need to run them the switch ones. Is what I'm talking about. Because on my proto Corcus, I only did what 3 blades? Yeah, three blade styles. Because I mean, it's not much. It's just got that one strip, the main, and then the 2 switches.
Hmm.
But yeah, the taco shop chassis got like a lot
It's
of
6,
lights going on,
it's
dude.
6 blade styles, man. I
Yeah,
got
'cause-
the main blade, the 2 switches, and the 3 crystals. I made them all do something different.
nice.
Oh, I need to play with that the blade styles you sent, Tim. That's the one thing I sent them. I saved them because like that's something I've been meaning to do for a while is to have that dual phase purple switch when you do a force wave. I never get around to doing it.
Yeah, man. You can set it up to either like a force. I think the ones I sent you are actually an activation. Like if you click the activation button when it's parallel, it'll change.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't remember, but you can play around with it.
Well, yeah. I just wanted on the fonts that have a dual phase as the force wave
Right.
because I mean that's part of the fun, you know.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, did I ever show you what I did for ever show you what I did for Profi or for CFX for dual phase?
No.
What's CFX? What is that?
It's an old board, dude. That only it's an old board that only elitists use, bro.
Yeah, Richie, if you want to go on there and pay the other half of your access payment, that would make Sean really happy. And it is pretty close, man. So if you can afford to take care of it, I probably would.
I'm saying, what's a CFX?
Richard in the house. Richard, I'm working on one of your hilts actually. This is
Steal it, double A.
See, did I do it right?
Steal it.
Oh, I didn't do it on this one. Son of a bitch. Oh well. What I did was I took the there's a way to change your colors on CFX. You can set it to where you press the auxiliary and twist, right? I set the colors. You have like how many color profiles you have. I set them all to just silver and purple. So in real time, if you just press twist, it has like a. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you off, dude. I'm gonna show it off.
Do it.
Screw it. We'll do it with this guy. Because I did it on accident, and then I was like, dude, that's the most ghetto dual phase way to do things. And I was like, and I'm kind of for it. Like, I'm kind of all right with that. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Oh, son of a bitch. Dude, Profi's got so long until it catches up with CFX, though, you don't even know it, too. It's like the best way to start a fight with a bunch of people. Hey, dude, CFX can do a lot of things Profi can't do, so get with it, dude. Watch everyone erupt. How dare you say that?
yeah, split up into 2 camps.
Oh, son of a bitch. I got to fix this blade. Wow. Got a dim spot like right there. Look at that. All right, so what I did was I just did this. There we go. That's a good purple, right? And you just
Yeah.
like silver, like purple.
It's dual phase. How did you do that? How did you end up doing that?
So CFX has, like I said, it has like I think like 12 color profiles or more. I don't know, dude. I'm actually very, very far out from what CFX can do these days because I just, I've been doing Profi for the past couple months. I just every time there's a new update, I'm like, I don't really want to learn it. I don't really care, so I just kind of like move on. But the original way to change colors or there's a couple different ways you can set up your CFX to change colors, where you can press the aux and power at the same time, and you'll enter the it's like spectrum, and you can like turn it or move it. I always liked to just press the button and twist the auxiliary and twist, and then that gets you into that. But then there's also one where if you just press and twist, it'll just change the color to the next color. So then I was like, well, if I just make it silver, then purple, then silver, then purple, all the way down, then you can just roll back and forth all day long. I was like, and then there's your dual phase. And I was like, that's the most ghetto ass like way of doing a dual phase without like having some shit, dude. But yeah, it worked. And I was like, that's what's up. Okay, hold up. Sorry, chat. Benji's mom. Yes, suck my fucking ass. Let's see what else we got here. Greetings, Tim. Just looking back at the groups. Tag SK. I feel like I saw it was SK. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, man. That's what's up. Hope you enjoy it, Richie. I mean, they're fun to play with. They are heavy, but they are fun to play with. So you've done 2 now, Tim? Corcus?
Yeah.
2. Who did you
I love
that?
mine, man. I love mine. It's right here. I keep it. See that? I don't know if it comes up on camera, but I got dual phase on that. I love this hilt, dude. It's like one of the best sounding hilts that I own.
Hell yeah. Wait till you get Raxus, dude, and then you realize that it sounds like doo-doo. Raxus is going to be loud as shit, dude. Yeah, who'd you do yours? Who sent you one? Zexpo Fias?
Somebody from the Discord sent me.
Oh, that's
there.
fine. That's fine.
And then I've done mine.
I'm always super curious to see because everyone on Reddit hates it. I'm always like,
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like the majority of the comments are positive.
No,
there's always those weird, edgy takes on Reddit. You know what I mean? Like, there's always that one guy that's going to say some weird shit.
Cool hilt, dude. Glad you like it. I do not, though. I don't like it. those are my favorites. I always make fun of them. We do that a lot. If you ever hear us go, yeah, dude, cool. Not really my thing. Glad you like it. Subscribe. Because dude, I don't know if you ever got that on your channel before, but like people who are like, they'll leave a comment, and it's like you can tell that they're trying to be nice. They're trying to leave you a comment, but it sounds kind of where you're like, hey, dude, I need to check you. Like what is this? Like, it's just like interesting that you went that way. I would not have. But you did, and you did it well. I wouldn't want it, but looks good. Subscribe. You know what I mean? Like, subscribe. You got a new subscriber, and you're just like, wait, what are we doing here? Dude, my favorite, man. I had a few of those back in the day. What cracked me up was they used to always say they were coming from Lando Sabers community, and I'd be like, Lando's community? Like, what the fuck is this? And like, dude, Lando would be like, I have no clue what they're talking about. I'm like, dude, what? I had a lot of people who would be like, Lando sent me. I'm from the Lando Sabers community. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And I didn't even know who Lando was at the time. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Welcome to this little shitty channel in 720p. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, my older videos are so shitty. Dude.
Womp, 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 womp.
Got frozen. My back I'm back.
Nope. Yep. There you go. Yep.
Wow. What? It's like everyone's question. What camera do you use for your videos?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I believe it or not, dude, I use my two. I have two iPhones. I've got an iPhone 14 Pro Max or whatever, and then I've got an older iPhone XS for the top down.
Okay.
Two iPhones.
I just use my iPhone too.
Yeah. I do post, like I'll add like LUTs to them in Adobe Premiere after the fact, but just iPhones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I'm just like, screw it. I don't care. I should step it up though. But I mean, yours looks great. You got good video quality. That's why I was curious, because I remember you saying it was an iPhone, and then at one point I was watching it and I was like, that was way better than my iPhone. Fuck.
Yeah. I add some stuff in post that helps with the picture, you know.
All right. Okay. Oh my god.
I just lost steam on this.
You losing it?
Yeah. I'm gonna do some more tomorrow.
On your chassis?
Yeah.
What you got going, dude? Pull it up, man. Let's see the progress you made. Or were you just kind of tweaking? Oh, you showed earlier.
It's not much. It's a tube.
It's a tube.
It's a
It's
tube.
a tube. That's my favorite, dude. It's a tube. That'll do. That'll do, bro.
Not showing you two greedy maniacs my tube.
Bro, are you kidding me, man? Look, I don't really do as much. It's like, that's it, dude. We put some tubes and some vents, and then I'll see Tim's chassis, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe better luck next time, Nerf Customs. I'll try a little harder next time, dude. But then I won't.
I don't know. I just feel like it's always my goal to fill every square millimeter with something like a channel, because I feel like it just because I got rub and buff like what 90% of my builds.
Oh yeah, oh,
So
dude,
it takes rub and buff a lot better if there's like that contrast of
bro.
deep channels and
I take rub and buff, and then I hit it with like a black or I hit it with like reds and copper Sharpies. Seriously.
Oh.
And then I take the oil acrylic, and I do an oil acrylic wash, and it makes it shiny and like weathered-ish.
Oh shit.
Then I clean it up with like a paper towel or whatever, and then I'll go back in and touch up my chassis with like, dude, seriously, like these are like the things I use the most, just these two Sharpies. Because like I've done different paints and I've done different things, and like I found that it's just not different to just use a Sharpie. I mean, like, yeah, dude, like look, like these chassis, you know what I mean? Like that I do, that's it. You know what I mean? This is just yeah,
dude, I love that. Love that.
And it's just I print in black PLA, and then I sand the crap out of it just to get rid of, like, that's what I've been doing chilling with you guys, is I just keep sanding it until the print lines are gone for the most part, and it doesn't take long at all. I just didn't want to be loud sanding the shit out of this. But yeah, do that. Then I use Jeremy's trick with hitting it with like fine grit sandpaper, but then like some olive oil to get it like fresh.
Okay.
Then the rub and buff. Because yeah, man, when you sand, because like sanding them up, and again, this is different from you do resin prints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different. It's different than a PLA, but I do sand. Like I finish with like carbon sand. Like all right, when the print's done, I use carbon sandpaper, wet sand, to get rid of like my support lines, like the support studs and all that. But yeah,
oh, dude, so I out of just curiosity, and I don't know if you really know any like if you've ever printed FDM shit. I started to do like they stand up straight, right? And I'll print it from the speaker on the bottom. And at one point, because I have all these vents and all these things, it would I have tree supports also, because tree supports will pop off so easily and not leave shit to clean up.
right.
But what I started to do was one time I was just in Kira and I was like, you know, screw it. Let's see what happens. And I support blocked like every single thing on it, except for this battery tray and the board cradle. So like all I have is like support, like tree supports coming up in here and going up in there and in there. And then if there was a huge overhang, I'd leave it. Like, you know how some chassis you'll have like a like this, but like further down. You know what I mean? Like in just the make of the inside of the hill. And it printed fine. So like, dude, a lot of times I pop it off and I pop off those two tree supports, and then it's just sanding. Like I have nothing to clean up, which is just satisfying. It's so satisfying, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like this. Okay, look, this is an example. This is 100% fresh off the bed. You know what I mean? Like there was no cleanup whatsoever.
Perfect.
No
Yeah.
supports, other than in here. But
I print upside down. So
Really?
I print like this. Okay. I've found that with resin. So with resin, you have a potential of getting like elephant's foot a lot more with resin.
yeah.
And I don't want that where my speaker is, because
See,
I want to make sure that that's all perfectly round.
but
So
that's
I found
fine.
that if I print upside down where the nipples at, that's fine. If that gets a little bit of elephant's foot on it, I can sand that down. But I want to make sure that my speaker is.
No, that's you're not wrong. Usually, like it's very easy to like you're right. Like sometimes I will do it upside down, I guess. But dude, I just take with FDM anyways. I'll take this X-Acto knife, right, and I'll go around the edge of the speaker and just clean up that elephant's foot, and then I'm gonna sand everything anyways. Because dude, honestly, when I do these, I do them to fit. So I have all my test, like I have old boards that don't work, speakers that don't work, and I put the speaker, battery, and soundboard in the chassis and sand it until it fits in components and everything like a glove. So like, that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it way harder than it needs to be, but that's how we do it.
You want to make sure everything fits before you install, because we've all been there where you install something and you finish and you can't get the grip on. Jesus.
Wow. That's what I did yesterday. That's what I did yesterday, and I was like, all right, I'll just reprint and try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Check out this piece though, dude. Look at that. Oh yeah, dude. I printed with no support whatsoever. And see, no sanding.
There's no sanding on that.
It's not.
It's solid.
It's
It's billboard chassis.
Dude, here's the Ciroc Sabers for the creepy uncle.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that. He's before he did like his like Arabesh Ciroc Sabers. SS Cuz, you know what I'm saying? What's up, dude? That old bitch. Old
Look at Tim digging. What's he digging for?
I don't know what I did with it. I used to have one of your clear chassis, Jeremy, from a long
really?
time.
Oh,
the resin
man.
one? The clear resin one?
Yeah, from a long, like it was like 2 years ago, I think.
I love it. Dude, I have my first chassis, and I don't want anyone to see it. Don't want anyone to see it, dude. It's so
Let
bad.
me see if I still have one of my first ones.
It's because it's on my one of my wood old Republic wood hilts that I actually brought on the trip. Carter loved it. It's the one that has the crystal in the neck, and it's I love it, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to get to. But it is so fucking nice, dude. It has like the big it has the big strip LED strips on the sides. The wire passage broke off, so all the exposed wires, dude. There's exposed wires on the side, tops, like everywhere, and it's like it's so ugly, but it works, and I need to redo it. I definitely need to redo it. It's embarrassing.
Look at this, man. Look at this chassis.
Yeah, baby.
So look, we got negative up towards the crystal.
There you go.
Yeah.
This was like one of my first. I don't know, Benji, if you remember this thing.
Yeah, that's your first the Rev 1, right, or whatever. Is it Rev?
Yeah.
Because I remember that dude, that Greebly on the back is so fucking nice.
Jesus.
Wait, no, pull it back up again. Let me see it real quick. Hold up. Yeah, because that was the hilt that once you put it, I was like, oh shit, we got a new guy. We got a new guy coming along, dude. Because that thing is wild.
I bit off way more than I could chew, like really early on.
Dude, I love that back end though. It's so ridiculously like you know what I mean? Like that hilt is so greebly. And I was like, hell yeah. I don't know what it is. It's kind of weird. That's like something about this hobby that like people will make beautiful hilts and we'll all be like, hell yeah, that's gorgeous. But then some people will slap a bunch of shit on a hilt and we're all like, oh yeah, now you know what I mean? Like that is Frankenstein the shit out of something. Like, I love it, dude. Because that's how my one speeder was. The one that I think you really like that one too. A lot of people love it. And I was making it like I want this thing to be ugly and I'm gonna sell it. You know what I mean? Like that was my pure intention was to make it to where I didn't like it. You know what I mean?
Like I think this claw was even resin. Like this claw is resin. It's a resin claw that I made.
Oh, that claw's resin. Yeah, like this one here. I tried to make it hideous to where I didn't like it.
Dude, so many people have asked me to make that same emitter for their hilt.
Oh,
I want it exactly like Benji's. I want Benji. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Good,
that.
dude.
That's Benji's. That's Benji's.
If you can find it. I mean, that's why I tried to put in Corcus a little bit because people ask me a lot about it, dude. It's the secret sauce is it's literally a 7/8 inch heat sink for an OWK Corbanth OWK.
Yeah,
that's it. Whenever you got the old Corbanth K4s like the A New Hope, the neck, you got a heat sink that had like a spin to the top of it, right? So you had a like the flange cap spins on the top, and it's weird. It spins. It's like it's lefty tighty, righty loosey type thing, which is just it's hard to get used to. But the cup of the thin neck top threads into the neck. You had a choice between 7/8 inch and 1 inch. So every kit you got two. And most of the time, people would use the 1 inch and just discard the 7/8 because I mean, at that point, you just have a piece that is just worthless. But I found out that they fit in 1 inch. I mean, that's what's in this guy. They fit in a 1 inch emitter. Look, there it is. Same thing.
Yep. Yeah.
So whenever I wanted to make a hilt go from a 7/8, a 1 inch emitter to a 7/8. I'll just slap that guy in there, cut it up. Sometimes I'll cut them to where I can make it a longer because it's it's a very short blade depth in those. But yeah, I lucked out and I had like 6 or 7 of them, and I just put them in a bunch of shit. So.
Yeah.
Fellas, I gotta call it so I can go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Yep. Same guy.
I was gonna do dinner after this, and that's why I was like, "Look, I'm gonna be probably streaming for like 2 hours. It's been an hour and a half. That's actually perfect." Because I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hop on and hang out with my dudes, and then dinner."
I appreciate you guys coming on.
Same, man. Thanks for the invite.
So I was saying, I try to do this, but during the week, I've got to get to bed at like 7. So like, I felt bad. I think it was Elvis invited me on a stream, and I said, "What time are y'all doing it?" And it was like 9 o'clock. And I said, "Nah, dude, I'll be asleep by like 2 hours at that point." But I start doing this more for sure.
Yeah.
Once a week at least. Something like that.
Well, I mean, hopefully I'll get with you or whatever. Because we were doing like every Sunday for a while there.
Yeah.
But I'll get with you because usually I'm off on the weekends, but sometimes I have to work a weekend, and if I do, then I'm gonna be up by 4 a.m. So
I'm gonna go watch Jesse order food and watch it on the map how it just like goes everywhere but his house.
Dude, it takes like a 40-minute like alternate route instead of crossing a bridge that takes the route 5 minutes.
All right, fellas.
All right, dude.
Guys.
See you
Later.